Update from the Angus the Mad Cow Network. Hi, this is Angus. Duh. Um, this is a kitten update for all you people that have been trying to keep track of the little 3 kittens that I saved. Hadn't talked about them for a while. Totally slipped my mind. Because they're part of the family now. Basically, they have names. Well, I had to name them because I had to take them to the vet, to get them their initial kitten shots. And vets have to have names to put on the folders, just like any other, if you go to the doctor's office, they got to know who the folder goes to. So we had to come up with some names. Well, one we had planned on keeping because one of our outside cat had decided to run off on us. We know she's okay because some of our neighbors across the way, across the fence in the other neighborhood, said they saw her for a while. I think she's traveling. She just decided it's time for her to move along. So we decided to keep one of the kittens, the white one. He's the biggest. He's the little brute. We named him D'Artagnan. Yes, that's from the Three Musketeers, if anybody knows the Three Musketeers stuff. He wasn't actually a musketeer at the beginning. He was the little young interloper. So, he's an interloper compared to all my cats, and my wife liked the name, and besides, it's her cat, so she got to name it. I didn't like the name at first, but with, like most of our cats, like Socrates, we call him Socks. So D'Artagnan gets shortened to Dart, because it's spelled D-A-R-T, and I can't remember the rest. So it's Dart, and he's a quick little bugger, so it fits. So I can deal with D'Artagnan now. Because when he's in trouble, you can yell D'Artagnan, and it gets his attention. He's learned his name already. Let's see. The other male cat, D'Artagnan's a guy, of course, but the other male cat, the black one, he's mainly black, got some white and gray in him. Little white boots, little socks on his feet. Was named Boots by my mother-in-law because she's planning on adopting him. That's been delayed, so we're keeping him for a little while longer, but he eventually will have a home with her. And the little runt, the little mischievous one, is, the little small gray one. She's mean. Still. She actually sliced me up a little bit before I made this recording because she was getting into something she wasn't supposed to. I went to grab her, and she got me pretty good. I was bleeding for a few minutes. She's mean. And if you get onto her, she's going to do what she wants to do, whether you tell her or not. She's stubborn. Like I said before, I'm not saying anything about females in general. Just her in particular, she's a mean cat. Unless she wants to be petted and purring and everything like that. But, she has her moments. We named her Little Miss. Short for Little Mischievous. And yes, it definitely fits. She's over here eating my shoestrings. Get off of there! God, I'm going to have to replace those shoestrings pretty soon. She's almost chewed completely through them. And the little plastic things on the tip of your shoes, I have no idea what they're called. It's a funny name. They're gone. She's chewed them all off. So I had to tie the tips of my shoestrings to keep them from fraying. But yeah, they're still quite healthy. They don't meow as much. Pretty much when they're really wanting attention, when you first come home, or when they're wanting food, they'll meow. And I think they've actually picked up that where if you're not paying attention to them, you were at first and you stop petting them, they'll meow. They picked that up from Socrates because he's bad about that. I'll be sitting here petting him on the back of my computer chair. I'll turn around and do something on the computer. He'll meow right in my ear. Or I'll turn around and be saying goodnight to my wife, and he gets jealous of anything that takes attention away from him. He's jealous of. And he will let you know it. And the kittens, seeing him as the alpha male, are picking up on what he does. He's a bad influence. Bad kitty. Well, he's a good kitty, but he likes his attention. Lucky the oldest cat that we have. He's the wife's first cat that I know of, other than the family cat that she had growing up. Bonkers, that was his name. Bonkers. He was a cool cat. He's a little under the weather, and he's doing the. He used to be the alpha male until he got old and just got tired of fighting with socks. So he kind of just like, oh, whatever. He's been all stressed out because of the kittens. They're rambunctious. They're ripping and roaring. And he's old. He's slow. He's got a little bit of arthritis. Can't get around as good. And the kittens will pick on him. They'll chase him around the house because they're, nice, sweet, swift and quick. And he's just trying to he's like, dude, just leave me alone. I don't want to mess with these kittens. And he's gotten to the point where he won't even bat at them. He just tries to get away. It's quite. My wife was telling me about a funny story. It just popped into my head. We've got one of those kitty scratching posts that it's got the base and the top and the little dangly string, and where the rope tied around the ropes in the center where they can scratch, and hopefully they'll scratch on that and not the furniture. Socks is sitting on top of it because that's where he likes to chill out. And who was it? Who was it that started? Boots. I was having to ask a question. Boots, the black one. He started going over and batting at Socks's tail because it was dangling over the edge. And so Socks spins around, bats at him. There's a little bit of hissing and growling going on. That actually started later, but initially it was he'd get bat at, he'd turn around, get his tail out of the way. Boots would chase him. And the more that he got agitated, the more his tail swished, and the more Boots attacked the tail. It was, just kept getting worse. Well, so they're going around in circles, and the hissing and the growling starts. And Little Miss joins in on the fun. She's like, what are you guys doing? You're playing. I want to come play too. So she runs over there, pounces on Boots for a little bit, gets distracted by Socks's tail, swishing back and forth, because he's still agitated. She starts attacking the tail. So on one side of you got Boots on one side and Little Miss on the other. So Socks will get attacked by Boots, turn around, bat at Boots. Well, while he's batting at Boots, Little Miss is getting his tail. You can see where this is going. Where it's just, and I really wish I was here to see it. I was at work, but I can just sit there picturing this happening, and that's my kitty life. That's the kind of stuff I have to deal with. And usually it just got to the point where he got fed up, and he gets up in what he thinks is a safe spot on top of the entertainment center, which it used to be. The kittens used to not know how to get up there, but they've gotten to be better jumpers now. So they can pretty much get anywhere the adult cats can. A little bit of scrambling going on, but he gets up there and gets left alone for a little bit until Little Miss decides to follow him. Yeah, that was funny. But that's a little bit of an update on the kittens. We're still trying to find a home for the gray one. Got a couple prospects, but they're actually wanting, like a newborn kitten, like how old they were when I first got them. I was like, I wish I would have known it then. I would have let them bottle feed the kitten and raise them and take them to the vet, because I don't only have 6 cats now because the one ran off, but still, feeding 6 cats and having 3 litter boxes and still having to pay for kitten. I don't have to pay for the kitten milk anymore. Thank God, that stuff's expensive. But the kitten chow is a little bit more expensive than the huge economy-sized bags of cat food. Well, Min was finally starting to lose weight when we changed her food, is gaining weight again because she's eating the kitten's food, which has, the baby's milk mixed in with it and is highly fattening, so kittens can bulk up. So she's putting her belly back on. So I'll be glad when the kittens get past the kitten food stage and I can feed them normal cat food so Min can lose weight. She's one of those small cats, short legs, and her belly's as wide as she is long. not as bad. Well, she's not quite there yet, but she's getting close. Fun with kittens. All right, this has been Angus. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.